Basketball is a game of legends, and today we're counting down the 10 greatest NBA players of all time. These icons have dominated the court, shattered records, and left an unforgettable impact on the sport. Buckle up as we dive into the careers of the best to ever do it. Number 10. Shaquille O'Neal. Kicking off our list is the most dominant big man in NBA history. Standing at 7'1" and weighing over 300 pounds, Shaq was an unstoppable force in the paint. He won 4 NBA championships, 3 of which came with the Lakers during their early 2000s dynasty. His combination of power, agility, and footwork made him nearly impossible to defend. Shaq's MVP season in 2000 was one of the most dominant individual campaigns ever. Over his career, he averaged 23.7 points and 10.9 rebounds per game. He was a 15-time All-Star, 14-time All-NBA selection, and a 2-time scoring champion. Shaq's presence alone could change a game, forcing teams to adjust their entire defensive schemes. Despite his struggles at the free throw line, his offensive efficiency was unmatched. Off the court, he was just as entertaining, bringing charisma and humor to the league. Shaq played for 6 teams, but his prime with the Lakers and Magic was legendary. His finals MVP performances were legendary, particularly in 2000 when he averaged over 38 points per game. Few players in NBA history have physically overwhelmed their opponents the way Shaq did. His ability to dominate on both ends of the floor makes him an easy choice for our list. The Big Diesel was truly one of a kind. Number 9. Tim Duncan, the Big Fundamental. Known for his quiet demeanor and textbook efficiency, Duncan was the cornerstone of the San Antonio Spurs dynasty. Over his 19-season career, he won 5 NBA championships and was named Finals MVP 3 times. His consistency and leadership made the Spurs perennial contenders. Duncan was a 2-time league MVP, and his impact on both ends of the court was undeniable. He averaged 19 points, 10.8 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game. His footwork, mid-range game, and post moves made him one of the most skilled big men ever. Defensively, he anchored one of the greatest teams of all time. Duncan was a 15-time All-Star and 15-time All-NBA selection. His ability to adapt his game as he aged kept him relevant even in his final seasons. Unlike many stars, he was never flashy, but his efficiency was unparalleled. His 2003 playoff run, where he nearly averaged a triple-double in the finals, was legendary. Duncan's loyalty to the Spurs organization helped them build one of the most successful franchises in NBA history. Even after retirement, his influence on the game remained strong. Simply put, he was a winner in every sense of the word. Number 8. Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. One of the most relentless competitors in NBA history, Kobe was a 5-time NBA champion and 2-time Finals MVP. His work ethic and dedication to the game were unmatched. Kobe was an 18-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA selection, and a 12-time All-Defensive Team member. He averaged 25 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game over his 20-year career. His footwork, fadeaway jumper, and clutch performances made him one of the greatest scorers ever. Kobe's 81-point game against the Raptors remains the second highest scoring performance in NBA history. His battles with Shaquille O'Neal and later, his leadership in winning 2 championships post-Shaq defined his legacy. He was known for his killer mentality and ability to take over games. His rivalry with LeBron James and other greats made for must-watch basketball. Kobe's impact extended beyond the game, inspiring generations of players. Tragically, his life was cut short in 2020, but his legacy lives on. Number 7. Larry Bird, one of the greatest forwards to ever play the game. Bird was a 3-time NBA champion and a 3-time league MVP, dominating the 1980s with the Boston Celtics. Known for his deadly shooting, high basketball IQ, and fierce competitiveness, Bird could take over a game in multiple ways. He averaged 24.3 points, 10 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game over his career. His legendary battles with Magic Johnson defined an era and helped popularize the NBA. Bird was a 12-time All-Star and a 10-time All-NBA selection. His confidence and trash talk made him one of the most entertaining players in league history. He had back-to-back 50-40-90 shooting seasons, proving his efficiency as a scorer. Injuries cut his career short, but he still managed to leave a lasting impact. His 1986 season is considered one of the greatest individual campaigns ever. Bird wasn't the most athletic player, but his skill, fundamentals, and will to win were unmatched. He had an incredible ability to hit clutch shots when it mattered most. His triple-double performances and ability to dominate in high-pressure moments set him apart. Bird's legacy as one of the greatest Celtics ever is cemented in basketball history. His influence on future generations of players is undeniable. Number 6, Bill Russell, the greatest winner in NBA history. Russell led the Boston Celtics to 11 NBA championships, the most by any player ever. His defensive dominance and rebounding were the foundation of the Celtics dynasty. Russell was a 5-time MVP and a 12-time All-Star. His shot blocking and defensive IQ changed the way the game was played. Despite playing in an era with fewer teams, his ability to dominate in the paint was undeniable. He averaged 15.1 points and an astounding 22.5 rebounds per game over his career. Russell's leadership and ability to elevate his teammates made him the ultimate competitor. He played his best basketball in the biggest moments, winning 5 league MVPs despite not being a top scorer. His influence extended beyond the court, as he was a major figure in the civil rights movement. Russell was also the first black head coach in NBA history, adding to his historic legacy. He played with an unmatched intensity that made him one of the greatest defensive anchors ever. Even without dominant scoring numbers, his impact on winning is nearly unparalleled. His rivalry with Wilt Chamberlain is one of the most famous in basketball history. Russell's legacy as the ultimate champion remains unmatched. Number 5, Wilt Chamberlain, the most statistically dominant player in NBA history. Wilt holds numerous records, including his famous 100-point game in 1962. He averaged an unfathomable 50.4 points per game in the 1961-62 season. Over his career, he posted averages of 30.1 points and 22.9 rebounds per game. Wilt was a 2-time NBA champion, a 4-time MVP, and a 7-time scoring champion. His battles with Bill Russell were legendary and helped define an era of basketball. Chamberlain was one of the most physically imposing athletes ever, standing 7'1" with incredible strength and agility. He led the league in assists one season, showing his versatility. Despite criticisms of his playoff success, his individual dominance is undeniable. His 1967 season with the Philadelphia 76ers is regarded as one of the greatest in history. Wilt's ability to score, rebound, and defend made him a true force of nature. He was the first player to break multiple barriers in basketball, both statistically and athletically. His career numbers seem almost mythical, yet they are real. Even decades after his retirement, no one has come close to his rebounding and scoring feats. Wilt Chamberlain was truly a one-of-a-kind player. Number 4, Magic Johnson, the greatest point guard of all time. Magic revolutionized the game with his flashy passing and ability to play multiple positions. He led the Showtime Lakers to 5 NBA championships and was a 3-time Finals MVP. Standing at 6'9", he was the tallest and most versatile point guard the league had ever seen. His career averages of 19.5 points, 11.2 assists, and 7.2 rebounds per game showcase his all-around brilliance. He was a 3-time league MVP and a 12-time All-Star. Magic had an unmatched ability to make his teammates better. His rivalry with Larry Bird helped bring the NBA to new heights in the 1980s. His 42-point performance in Game 6 of the 1980 NBA Finals as a rookie remains one of the greatest moments in league history. His ability to dominate games with his passing and leadership made him unique. Magic's vision, ball handling, and clutch play made him an all-time great. His impact on the game extended beyond his playing career, as he became a successful businessman and ambassador for the sport. Even after his shocking early retirement due to an HIV diagnosis, his influence remained strong. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the NBA's all-time leading scorer for nearly 40 years. Kareem dominated the league with his unstoppable skyhook, a move that remains one of the most effective in basketball history. He won 6 NBA championships and was a 6-time MVP, the most in NBA history. His longevity and consistency were unparalleled, as he played 20 seasons and remained dominant well into his late 30s. Kareem finished his career with 38,387 points, a record that stood until LeBron James broke it in 2023. He was a 19-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA selection, and an 11-time All-Defensive Team member. His ability to score efficiently while also being a defensive anchor made him one of the most complete players ever. Kareem played a crucial role in the Lakers' Showtime era alongside Magic Johnson. His impact stretched beyond the court, as he became an advocate for social justice and education. He led the Milwaukee Bucks to their first championship in 1971, before winning 5 more with the Lakers. His skyhook was virtually unguardable, making him the most consistent scoring force in NBA history. Kareem's basketball IQ and leadership set him apart as one of the most respected figures in the game. His rivalry with greats like Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell showcased his ability to perform against the best. Even after retiring, Kareem has remained a powerful voice in both sports and society. His dominance, longevity, and cultural impact make him an easy choice for the top 3.
Number 2. LeBron James. One of the most versatile and dominant players in NBA history.
LeBron's combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ is unlike anything we've ever seen. He has won 4 NBA championships and been named Finals MVP in each victory. LeBron has played for the Cavaliers, Heat, and Lakers, consistently elevating every team he joins. He ranks among the all-time leaders in points, assists, and rebounds, proving his all-around greatness. A 4-time MVP and 19-time All-Star, LeBron has dominated the league for 2 decades. His ability to play and defend all 5 positions makes him unique among NBA legends. His 2016 Finals performance, where he led the Cavaliers back from a 3-1 deficit, is one of the greatest achievements in NBA history. LeBron's mix of athleticism, skill, and leadership has allowed him to remain elite even in his late 30s. He became the NBA's all-time leading scorer in 2023, surpassing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. His passing ability rivals that of the best point guards, making him one of the most unselfish superstars ever. Off the court, he has made a huge impact through philanthropy, activism, and business ventures. His ability to maintain peak performance for over 20 years is unprecedented. The debate between LeBron and Michael Jordan for the GOAT title continues to spark discussions worldwide. Regardless of the rankings, LeBron's impact on the game is undeniable.
Number 1. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time.
Jordan led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, winning Finals MVP in all 6. His competitive drive, skill, and clutch performances made him the ultimate winner. Jordan was a 5-time MVP and a 10-time scoring champion, dominating the league throughout the 90s. His ability to take over games, especially in high-pressure moments, set him apart. He had a perfect 6-0 record in the NBA Finals, never allowing a series to reach a Game 7. His flu game, game-winning shots, and defensive tenacity made him a true two-way player. Jordan's influence extended far beyond the court, as he became a global icon through endorsements and his Air Jordan sneaker line. He was a 14-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA selection, and a 9-time All-Defensive Team member. His return from retirement to lead the Bulls to another three-peat solidified his legend. Jordan's 1996 Bulls set the record for most wins in a season at the time with 72. His impact on basketball culture, from the Be Like Mike era to the Last Dance documentary, is unmatched. His leadership, skill, and mental toughness made him the ultimate competitor. Even years after his retirement, Jordan remains the standard of greatness in basketball. When it comes to the GOAT conversation, Michael Jordan is the undisputed number 1. Who's in your top 10? Let's debate in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more basketball content. Thanks for watching.